大家好。
大家好ってなんて言うの？
こんにちはって。皆さんこんにちは。
大家好。
Wife and I went on a honeymoon. Well, it was more like a honey year. We traveled to 48 countries. Starting from Singapore, we headed west. Asia, Europe, the Middle East, Africa, both South and North America. It took 400 days. Were we rich? No, we traveled backpacker style, staying in cheap hostels, using local transport. Many times we were crammed into overloaded vehicles. Many times we thought we would freeze to death when hot water didn't come out. So why did we do such a thing like this for a honeymoon? We wanted to do something we would never forget, something we could talk about forever.
My wife Mariko did. She was a swimming teacher and she quit her job for this trip. I was working remotely. While I had internet connection, I was a programmer, so I did keep my job. We actually bought the drone about 2 months before the trip. I did have some experience in filmmaking, but this was the very first time I bought a drone and we had no knowledge in aerial photography. The biggest thing I probably learned from this trip is that if you have a dream and you have a goal, then you do whatever you can to make that happen and you'll eventually be able to do it. Like when you're at home, you're not really together 24/7. You go to work, she goes to work, but when you're traveling, you're like together 24 hours, 7 days a week, and like through that time and experiences you have together, that makes a strong bond, I think, and that I guess, makes a good relationship. Could you provide some advice to couples who plan to start their honeymoon trip? You don't have to travel 48 countries. You don't have to travel for 400 days. You definitely do not need a drone. But I would suggest you take as much photos of yourselves as possible. I mean, things you see from your eyes and photos of what you see from your eyes, you'll probably find great pictures of those on the internet. But when you're in the picture, that makes it really original. And I guess enjoy.
The American writer Mark Twain said it best. 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do.